Hi, good morning everyone. This is Liz Davis. I am a nutritionist and I specialise in digestive health for busy women. So I help busy women fix their IBS, bloating, reflux, painful digestion, associated hormone problems, chronic fatigue and so on. And I do this with state-of-the-art gut testing, cutting edge gut testing, hormone testing and any other testing that we need, dietary lifestyle upgrades and supplements to bring things back into balance for you and get you feeling a lot better. So by now pretty much everyone's heard of probiotics, and those are very popular supplements to take. There are also prebiotics and postbiotics to bear in mind though, and they are equally as important really. So I'll just run through what they are, how you can get them through your diet, which is of course the best way to get them, and also your supplements and what to look for with those. So basically, just to recap, the probiotics that you're taking, or maybe are thinking about taking, those are supplementary forms of beneficial bacteria that are found in the gut. So they are the strains of bacteria that have been shown to be very beneficial for your health. So they're kind of added to supplements, and they're very well researched, and they have a lot of data behind what specific areas they can help you with. So it can be things like weight loss or immunity, hormone problems, leaky gut, SIBO, all that kind of thing. So that's your probiotics. So your prebiotics are what your probiotics need to thrive. So if you're taking lots of probiotics, then you really want to amplify the benefits that they're providing you with, and that's where your prebiotics come in. So your prebiotics are basically different types of fibre that pass through the small intestine. They end up in the large intestine, and then they provide all this fuel for your probiotics. Not only the probiotics that you're taking in supplement form, but your beneficial bacteria that are already in your gut. So postbiotics then are the substances that are created when your probiotics eat the prebiotics. So those are also very, very beneficial compounds that are produced at that point. So with your probiotics, as I say, you need your prebiotics to keep them healthy. And if you take plenty of prebiotics, then you can look forward definitely to better digestion, better immunity, weight regulation, and managing inflammation and all that kind of thing. So super important to get that combination going on right. So with postbiotics, what you will find, you won't go into a health food shop and find postbiotics for sale. What you'll find is more something like this. So this is an example of a postbiotic. This is sodium butyrate. You might also find calcium butyrate, and also things like yeast fermentate, that kind of thing. So those are your postbiotics. So if you're in a health food shop, the people in there will be able to help you decide which one of those you want or you should get, or that will benefit you. So with prebiotics then, there are three kind of main categories. So you've got your FOS, which is fructooligosaccharides. You have got inulin, which is one that tends to be added to kind of health food products and things like that. And there's another one called galacto-oligosaccharides. So that's shortened to GOS as well. So you've got FOS, GOS, inulin. Those are the main ones that you're going to find for sale there. So that's the supplement form, but really what you want to be doing is getting plenty in your diet. So with diet kind of sources of prebiotics, the main ones you want to be looking for are, make sure you focus on plenty of leeks, onions, garlic, chicory, those kinds of foods. Add them liberally to different kinds of, soups and stews and things like that. Anything you're cooking, you can add those in. They basically disintegrate down to nothing. So you can be adding in loads and loads, like leeks, for example. You put tons of leeks in, and basically they will, you would barely know that they were in there. So yeah, as I say, there are certain certain groups of people that want to be very careful with what kind of supplements and food sources of pre and postbiotics, etc., that you're going to be taking, because if you are someone with a very sensitive gut, if you've got dysbiosis, if you've got SIBO or anything like that, as you probably would know, if you eat anything like garlic or onion, it really does aggravate your symptoms quite a lot, if not making it unbearable. So that's where testing comes in. It's really important to test at that point, because we need to know exactly what's happening in your gut, and we need to know how we can support that appropriately. Particularly if you're going to start taking pre and probiotics rather, because you could really aggravate things there if you're not careful. But otherwise, if you don't have anything like that, you're still going to get a lot of benefit from supplementing pro and prebiotics, because everybody needs a little bit of a boost sometimes with their gut health, or if you're traveling or taking antibiotics or whatever. So yes, I think that's about it for the pre, pro and postbiotics. So if you did find that useful, do like and share, and I shall see you next time. Okay, bye.